Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and it is our 1000th video ever on YouTube, technically on this channel. We'll talk about that in 1 second. But today I thought it'd be a lot of fun to kind of go back in time and take a look at the absolute worst card reviews I have had throughout my tenure. There's probably a lot worse that I've forgotten, and you can share them in the comments below. I have Nova here, by the way. Nova's hanging out because remember when we hit 40,000 subscribers not that long ago, I promised a Nova video, and well, Nova, are you ready to get into a Nova video? I have it planned. It's going to come out in July. I don't have a date yet, but in July, the Nova video will come. It'll be special. It'll be special. It'll be something cool to look forward to. And I mean, look at that face. Who wouldn't want to see a video on this silly little girl? And also to celebrate 1,000 videos, I thought I would give away $1,000, no, not $1,000, but I'm gonna give away $100 worth of packs to one lucky winner. All you have to do is comment on the video. You can say whatever card you got wrong or whatever you want to say, like the video and subscribe to the channel. And in about a week, I will announce a giveaway winner for that. Anyways, without further ado, let's take a look at some of my absolute worst takes. And I think Nova doesn't want to see this. There's a certain Cutterbutter that might be showing up, so we'll let her get away. So going all the way back to 2018, this is before I started my real YouTube channel. This was on Zeddy with 26 whole subscribers, and I reviewed the Witchwood. Let's see what I have to say about a certain little Baku the Mooneater.
This is like the worst card in the entire set. Baku the Mooneater, 9 mana, 7/8 beast. So terrible stats.
True.
Start of game, if your deck has only odd cost cards, upgrade your hero power. This card is terrible.
Absolutely terrible.
An upgraded hero power is only decent in warrior, priest, and paladin.
What about
and you
rogue?
have to gimp your deck for that, like, okay hero power.
Okay, yeah.
And then you have 29 cards in your deck because you can never play this card.
That's true.
There's never a world where you can play a 9 mana card that does nothing and has shit stats.
That's true.
So you're running a 29 card deck that is gimped with odd cost cards solely for the fact that you have an upgraded hero power.
Imagine doing that.
Give me a break.
I know.
Like, this is a 0-star card.
0. I thought it was
terrible.
1. Terrible.
I don't see it at all.
Yep.
You're playing a 29...
I couldn't fathom it, and yeah, it turns out having that consistent hero power pretty good, and the card is so good, it was Hall of Famed a year early, and still sees meta play in Wild, where that format is absolutely out of control. I think I nailed my first YouTube review pretty well. But my first official review was during Ashes of Outland, when the new Demon Hunter class was introduced to the game, and there's no possible way I would whiff on any of these cards, right? To be honest, it was like impossible to try and review cards for a new class, especially without playing it or anything. And well, there's a couple big fails in a row here.
Damage equal to your hero's attack to 3 random enemy minions. Not a bad card, but not anything really worth running. You already have better removal. It's kind of clunky. It can get screwed over by the RNG element. I'm not really sold on it.
I guess the multiple minions.
Standard, a 1.
1 in standard, 1 in wild. To be fair, I'm going to give dumbass Zeddy in the past a pass here, a little bit. This card actually didn't really see play until Marrow Slicer with Soul Demon Hunter came out in the 4-mana weapon that would make this a good AoE. But then it was busted. It got nerfed to 3, and so busted they still haven't reverted it in Wild, where it sees absolutely no play. So a bit of a whiff, but the next one I think is an even bigger one.
We have Feast of Souls.
Feast of
Souls.
Souls.
This card is the nuts.
It's the nuts!
Draw a card for each friendly minion that dies this
Broken.
turn. With all your rush minions, all your cheat minions, this can easily be 2 mana draw, 5, 6, 7.
Easy.
It's insane.
Broken.
In an aggressive deck, in a combo deck, any of
Yeah.
that. This card is absolutely crazy.
Yep.
Interested to try it out myself.
I don't think I ever
Giving
have.
this 5 stars in standard,
Oh.
and if this is gonna... If Demon Hunter's gonna be a player in Wild, I think this card's gonna help put it over the top.
It really did.
5 stars standard, 5 stars
Oh
Wild.
my goodness.
Then we
Yeah, that card was terrible. And you'll even note in this year's core set, they buffed it. They buffed it to 1 mana. It still sees absolutely no play. I was convinced that Token Demon Hunter would be a thing because all those cheap rusher cards, and then you play that and you draw a bunch. You just play Skull of Gul'dan or every other cheap card draw card that you don't have to set up. It's, you know, those cards are good. That card is terrible, and yeah, didn't quite get there. But Ashes of Outland, I still didn't really nail it. I had an absolute vendetta against Rogue at the time. Galakrond Rogue was the bane of my existence. It was so good. And then Rogue was getting all these good stealth cards, including this broken card. Insane.
Next, we have Akama the Prime, legendary for Rogue. Stealth, 3 mana, 3/4. So right away, premium stats, upside, stealth. You ain't interacting.
He's mad.
Freaking great card, right?
He's pissed.
Well, you shuffle another miniature deck. You know what that is? It's a 6 mana, 6/5.
Whoa.
With permanent stealth.
It's like Gen
You
Greymane.
can never interact with this without something like Deadly Shot or
like
a
everything.
AoE effect that clears it. It's just gonna hit the face 6 damage every
so
time
mad.
you run or get a good trade. And it synergizes with your other stealth cards.
Yeah.
And it's fucking crazy. It's
watch
so good.
Oh no, I'm getting
So,
demonetized.
Yeah, super, super good card. The stealth package in
By the way,
Rogue.
even back then, I made sure not to swear as YouTube Zeddy. I was so upset. I was so upset with the direction of Rogue being so overpowered. I'm like, I'm going to throw the F-bomb on this. I'm going to show how mad I am that they would dare. They would have the audacity to print a card like Akama. And yeah, it sucked. It really sucked. And
broken on top of the fact that Akama.
what did I give it? I gave it 5 stars. Yes, I was blinded by hatred, and then Demon Hunter came out, and I got blinded by a whole lot of different stuff. But what else do we got here? What about Druid? I consider myself a Druid aficionado. I have like 10,000 wins across all my servers.
If Guardian
I couldn't
Animals,
miss it. Oh
7
no.
mana spell, summon 2 beasts that cost 5 or less from your deck. So basically, you're only going to want to run 5 causes beasts. Because it's not really a 4/3, or you really want to hit.
That's
so
correct.
Again, you want to hit like Twilight Runner, Teacher's Pet, one of those kind of cards. And overall, I just don't think that's worth building your deck around, having your strategy around.
No.
Especially better options, just like ramping in a Mount Seller. Or
This card killed Mount Seller. Mount Seller never came back.
Standard. I'm going to give it a 2. It's not bad. It's not great. And in Wild, I don't think you're ever playing this in Druid. I can't see it, so I'll give it a 1 in Wild.
What's ironic is it actually was quite good in Wild. You played it like Tog Druid, and you have Witchwood Grizzlies and stuff. This card was insane. It was great. I complained about it like right after the launch. It's too good. It got nerfed to 8. It's back to 7, but yeah. The Druid Master, well, not really, but someone who likes Druid really sucked on that one. Hey, Rogue. How did I get a Rogue card wrong? Well, I think I got it wrong the other way. Let's take a look at this one.
Lastly, we have the prize Plunderer. It's a 1 mana 2/1 pirate combo. Deal
this
1
card
damage
is
to
so
minion
nuts.
for each other card you play this turn. Only goes to a minion. Can't go face. I
I
have
just
no idea
went
what you're doing.
face.
This is standard. It's a 1 mana 2/1. Deals some damage. Rogue has better efficient removal than this. They don't really care about pirates in standard. I just don't see how this is anything but kind of a bad arena card. I'm going to give it a 1. In Wild, you do have synergies with pirates like patches.
True, yeah.
You can do your raiding party stuff. I still don't see it seeing play there.
Wrong.
Still seems weak. You rather play Swashbuckler, Buccaneer.
No, you rather this.
1 mana 1/2 Corsair that destroys a weapon charge is better than this in my opinion.
No, it's not.
I'm gonna give it a 1 there as well.
You are an idiot.
Some meme
you are
potential.
stupid. Why would anybody watch this moron? Like, really? But yeah, this card was like 1 mana kill, like anything. The way that Shadow Step and Backstabs, and even in like Odd Rogue you ran it, and you didn't have that much combo stuff. It's just so good. So broken. How do I give it a 1? This guy sucks. What else did I suck at? Oh yeah, I had a whole sketch here.
The card reveal video.
I got so mad about this. I made a bit.
It's been announced. This couldn't be that bad. I've just gotten back on the let's fix priest thing.
This actually might have started
I don't want
a
to
meme.
delete priest or
I think it
anything like
did.
that.
This might have been
All right,
first
they got a
time.
new quest line. Play some cards. I mean that seems fine and all. And I mean, what could the reward possibly be for this quest line? It couldn't possibly
There's
be
nothing in
anything
the compass, you
too
all
bad
know.
or anything like that. Destroyed the what the mother of son of a.
Okay, it wasn't yelling Blizzard, but yes, I was so worked up about the priest quest line. I did a whole video about how broken it's gonna be. Look at that face. I'm so mad. I can't watch the whole thing, but I lost it. And I mean, it's seen play. I actually still hate the design. I don't like cards that win the game, but yeah, I kind of might have lost it a little bit too much over that face, over a priest quest line that hasn't really been that big a deal. But Did they just make this insane neutral legendary?
6 mana 4/5 neutral legendary. That's it. It's a 6 mana 4/5.
That's terrible.
But at the start and end
Yep.
of each player's turn, draw a card. So when you
Yep.
drop this, it immediately draws you a card.
He can read
when
the
your
card.
Opponent's turn begins.
Old Zeddy could kind of read the cards, because if you notice, I edit this and don't rush it out because, well, I try and beat Regis now and it does pretty
You
well.
draw another card. If they don't kill it, you draw another card. Your turn starts, you draw a card, and this is a card draw machine. This thing has to be killed. It has to be.
Yep.
It's a 6 mana 4/5 with
Not
taunt,
really.
which immediately draws you 2 cards. How is that not insane?
It's
well,
not.
Most classes have really efficient, good card draw.
Yeah, you realize
But the
this
Shaman
already.
doesn't have, they have Dungeoneer and all that, but I think they would probably want
Nope.
a little bit
I don't know
more.
if
And
I've
this is
ever
just
seen
like,
a Shaman
you
play this.
have to kill this minion. It is ridiculous. I think this card, when I first looked at it, I thought it was bad.
You should have stuck with that opinion, Zeddy. Yeah, this card, again, every other class is cheap, efficient draw, and I gave this a 5. And United Storm would change everything. The game was so freaking different after this. It hasn't really gotten back to the same. I still think 2 years ago, this card was probably really good, but Hearthstone now, the power creep, the things that we can do, this card is just like antiquated and not very good. And let's leave off with a card that this creature lost her mind over, probably my most infamous. Let's take a look.
Card. And here we go. We have the
you can
last
do this.
card,
I
the
believe
card
in
that
you.
got my cat all in a tizzy. Scabs Cutterbutter, the 4 mana 3/3 minion combo. The next 2 cards you play this turn cost 3 less.
Broken,
this
right?
card is ridiculous.
she's not
and
even
the main
worried about it
argument I've
anymore.
heard is it can be clunky because, well, maybe you don't, you can't play 3 cost cards. You can't cheat out. Think about Skull of Gul'dan and how insane that is in like aggro Demon Hunter.
Is
And
that-
most of the time
that's
when
not
they
even
draw, they get like
comparable.
3 1-drops.
To be fair, it's broken and
Just
wild.
3 1-drops is fine. Just cheating 2 or
look at
3 mana
Scabs.
is insane.
It's
And you have
Scabs.
cards like Foxy Fry that easily makes this active. Shadow Step. It just breaks the game in so many ways that you
really
can
didn't.
basically justify running any 3-drop in the game, like the Watch Post or whatever. It's just a
Watch Posts were
ridiculous
good.
card. It cheats
They were good.
insane mana, and it doesn't come at much of a cost to the 4 mana 3/3. I'm giving this a 5 stars in Standard, and I'll give it a 2 in Wild because you don't play that strategy there. But hell, even with Edwin Van Cleef being
See, funny thing is, in Wild, it's actually good with Pillager Rogue. That's where it broke the game and still is to this day. But yeah, I've had my fair share of bad reviews. Nova, she's so unintimidated by Scabs that she's hanging around. She doesn't even care anymore because she knows he's not broken. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.